Like every Holy Week, Pope Francis chose the peripheries to celebrate the Day of Brotherly Love and the institution of the Eucharist. The Pope celebrated the Mass of the Lord's Supper on Holy Thursday at Regina Coeli prison in Rome. There, the Holy Father explained to the prisoners that just like Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, the inmates had also been chosen.
Il segnale che Gesù ci serve oggi qui in Regina Coeli è che ha voluto scegliere 12 di voi come 12 apostoli per lavare I piedi.
Later, with towel in hand, Pope Francis washed the feet of 12 men. There were 8 Catholics, 1 Orthodox, 2 Muslims, and 1 Buddhist. The Pope told them he was as much of a sinner as them, but he was in that prison representing Jesus. On Good Friday, the Holy Father presided over the ceremony of the Lord's Passion in St. Peter's Basilica, in which he chose not to speak with words, but rather with strong gestures. The Pope, although in pain due to hip ailments, laid down on the floor as a sign of penitence. Then he venerated the cross. In the evening, Pope Francis headed to the Colosseum to pray the Stations of the Cross in a place so symbolic of Christian martyrdom. Each station was accompanied by a meditation written by teenagers from a Roman high school who also carried the cross. It was also carried by this Syrian family, refugees who fled their country due to war and persecution. In the midst of the darkness, the Pope chose to speak of hope.
La speranza perché il tuo messaggio continua a ispirare ancora oggi tante persone e popoli a chi solo il bene può sconfiggere il male e la cattiveria. Solo il perdono può abbattere il rancore e la vendetta. Solo l'abbraccio fraterno può disperdere l'ostilità e la paura dell'altro.
On Saturday, Pope Francis celebrated the Easter Vigil in St. Peter's Basilica. It's the move from death to life, from darkness to light. The Holy Father urged Christians to be participants in the new life provided by Christ's resurrection, not just mere spectators.
Un invito che ci viene rivolto là dove ci troviamo, in ciò che facciamo e che siamo, con la quota di potere che abbiamo. Vogliamo partecipare a questo annuncio di vita o resteremo muti davanti agli avvenimenti?
As is tradition, 8 adults were baptized during the ceremony. On Easter Sunday, the Pope presided over Mass in St. Peter's Square and later gave the Urbi et Orbi blessing in which he prayed especially for Syria.
Affinché si ponga termine immediatamente allo sterminio in corso, si rispetti il diritto umanitario e si provveda ad agevolare l'accesso agli aiuti di cui questi nostri fratelli e sorelle hanno urgente bisogno.
The Holy Father didn't forget the Venezuelan people either.
Possa, per la forza della resurrezione del Signore Gesù, trovare la via giusta, pacifica e umana per uscire al più presto dalla crisi politica e umanitaria che lo attanaglia.
Pope Francis also recalled the forgotten conflicts in Yemen, Ukraine, and South Sudan. He urged these governments to make decisions that respect human dignity. This blessing concluded Holy Week celebrations in Rome, the 5th annual during the Pope Francis era.